Hi, I'm Joe with Gramophone, and we've got a real treat today. We're talking with Nico, the CI specialist at Focal and Naim. Nico, how are you?
Hi, good, and you?
Good, good to see you again. And this time we're not showcasing a pair of stereo speakers or a stereo amplifier. We're showcasing a truly fantastic home theater system. So Nico, probably some of our people who are viewers are familiar with Focal, but they may not be familiar with what you're doing here. Can you kind of take us through the electronics and speakers that you use to create this awesome sounding theater?
Yeah, sure. So back to 7 years ago, more or less, we invested a fair amount of time, resources, and energy to embrace the new way to listening to music, movies, and so with the 3D objects technologies like Dolby Atmos, DTSX, and so on.
Yes.
There we are showcasing a 7.4 Dolby Atmos system. From the source point of view, we start from an Apple TV, so very user-friendly.
Yes.
Your
Absolutely.
go-to solution. Then we connect that to the Focal Astral 16, which is a 16-channel AV receiver, all in one. There you have 12 built-in active channels. Inside you have 3 amps of 4 channel each. Every single amp has a 1 kilowatt power supply, and then you have a lot of power. So there, 3 kilowatt of power divided into 12 channels. And when it comes to the extra 4 channels, here we are using the Naim CI electronics. So there we are going from the Astral 16 line out to the Naim CI NAP 101, the monoblocks for the front subwoofers, and for the rear subs we are using the NAP 108. That way we showcase our go-to solutions when it comes to speaker and electronic as well.
Fantastic.
So from there, now we move to the speaker side of things.
Okay.
For the very first time in North America, we are introducing the Utopia Cinema Series. Remember, 4 years ago, we introduced the 1000 series, which was our state-of-the-art solution when it comes to cinema approach. Here now we go one more step higher in terms of audio quality as well as SPL capabilities, because we've got more and more requests for bigger rooms. And here is now the solution for the no limits rooms at some point in terms of size, performance, whatsoever. So you have 2 products in the lineup. The first one here is called Utopia Cinema LCR. So this is a left, center, right speaker, also surround at some point, composed of 3 drivers. The tweeter here is the brand new M-shape pure beryllium dome tweeter. It's compared to the existing 1000 series Utopia LCR. This one is 2.25 times bigger in terms of emissive area, and has also a bigger let's say power handling. So here you can go all the way up to 122 dB SPL max with the tweeter, using 400 watts power amplifiers.
So linearity, every bit is good.
Super linear, very smooth. And then you use it along with the 5-inch M-shape mid-range as well. So this M-shape technologies on both tweeter and mids gives you a very flexible sweet spot. Here the idea is to avoid the on-loading principle, to get more SPL. We gave more SPL thanks to the driver design, with bigger voice coil, more power handling and so on. But we don't want to go for the on-loading principle, because here you end up with 2 problems at some point, distortion and also directivity. So there you avoid those 2 issues while having a huge SPL capability, and the audio is like, in terms of quality, really smooth, and distortion is extremely low.
So capable of fantastic SPL, but really also with a room filling.
Correct.
You know,
The sweet spot is super flexible, because that's one of the limits when it comes to home theater. Most of the time, you have a really good experience from one seat, but as soon as you move out from the sweet spot, you end up having a lot of difference in terms of frequency response and so on. So there, it makes it super flexible.
And when you talk about a 2-channel system, if it's optimized for one seat, typically that's not so bad. A lot of 2-channel listening is one person, but home theaters, so often it's the family.
It's more a kind of family experience than just a one-man experience. So definitely. On the bass side of it, on the LCR now, we have a 13-inch bass driver, W cone, loaded in a large front port design. The tuning frequency of the port is 34 Hz. So there you can also route some LFE if you want in there. And when it comes to the speaker itself, you can then extend depending on the room size and how much of SPL you want. So let's say you have a room with different rows at the same height, you can go for another LCR up front there, on top of this one, upside down, so tweeter, mid and bass. And that way you will end up with even more SPL, 6 dB more, basically. And if you have a kind of no-limit room, like a very large room, then you will go for the LCR horizontally, and then you will stack them up to build up a line array principle, and then it's a no-limit system at some point.
Wow.
Okay? So this is the key point when it comes to the Utopia Cinema LCR, and then you will combine the Utopia Cinema LCR along with the Utopia Cinema Sub right here, using two 13 inches bass drivers loaded in a gigantic port on the front. The tuning frequency of the port is 19 Hertz, so it's easy then to reach like very low frequencies effortlessly, and the dynamic range of both is insane. For the LCR and the Sub, they both have the same sensitivity, which is 95 dB. So it's like
fantastic.
Really high sensitivity with the Focal sound philosophy, very, very low distortion, super clean details. In the high frequencies, you are looking at frequency response all the way up to 50 kilohertz.
Okay.
Which is totally insane. So
it is totally insane.
That way, you can easily combine, either you design a room with the entire Utopia Cinema series, or as we did here, you can mix and match with the 1000 series and the Utopia Cinema. Like if you look at the surround systems we have here, for the sides, we have the 1000 IW LCR Utopia with one sub, right? Whereas for the rear, we have the same Utopia Cinema LCR than the one we have on the front, to showcase also the consistency in terms of performance, voicing, frequency response, and overall behavior.
So Nico, the fact that you can mix and match these with the 1000 series means that as integrators, we'll be able to really get different levels of pricing, still with the performance that's appropriate for the room that we're going into. So that the mix and match is really key.
That's exactly the point. Here we want to keep the flexibility and the scalability we came up with when we launched the 1000 series, with one more step in terms of performance, audio quality, and SPL as well. So that way you can easily design the system you want based on the room size, your customer, let's say, project details and so on. And then when it comes to the Atmos now, we are using the 1000 series again, the 1000 IC LCR5, 4 of those. And there, same thing, when it comes to Atmos, it's a no-compromise system. Here you can rotate the tweeter and mids to offer a perfect room coverage and a really crazy immersive experience at some point.
Nico, that's really terrific, because as you alluded to, really each project is a unique project when it comes to home theaters, because all the people's rooms are different. And so having the flexibility to be able to really make it what we need for each individual customer, that's a great benefit. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Fantastic.
So this is our first introduction of Utopia Cinema here in North America, and product we're going to start shipping in September. So stay tuned and have fun listening to the system here at Axpona.
Start shipping in September. That was the last question that I had for you. Anything else you want to add in, Nico?
No, I mean, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the show. Have fun in the room, and well, let's keep posted for some project and to start having, let's say, our first customers equipped with this state-of-the-art system.
Thank you, Nico. We
Thank you
enjoy
so
our
much, sir.
partnership with Focal and Naim, of course, and we carry a lot of different product categories with you guys. We continue to do so well with the headphones and so forth. So thank you for spending this time with us today, and thank you for spending time with us. So product availability is probably going to be September of this year, you would guess, of 2025. So we look forward to that. If you haven't so far, please like and subscribe. That helps us out a ton. And click that bell icon so you're always notified of our upcoming content. Thank you for coming along with us on this video, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one.